Good evening, RPG Limit Break and Free Enterprise fans. We have an international matchup for Rexbanner, 12 in one corner, and LUF in the other corner. Tonight we have Engie Dave on my co-commentary, Xenocat doing the restreaming, and Ribbon Quest, Quest Beauty and Discovery, my mistake, doing the tracking. This match is hashtag not sponsored by Bacchus Wine. For all of your enragement needs, grab the fuel that's all the rage in any gated shop today. So Dave, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. I could go for some Bacchus Wine right now. I think you can recommend any good shops to find them in?
You know, Eblin, maybe Dwarf. If you really want something really like a nice hot Bacchus Wine, you would definitely want to go to like the Fey March. It's always warm down there.
I'll take that recommendation in mind.
But looking at the characters on Rex side, we know who our starting character is.
We have ourselves a mop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, we have a mop. What are we kind of hoping for party members here? All Zerkers, no mages? Make food the only one?
Can we do that? Eddie, Kane, Yang, Sid. We gotta have two mages, unfortunately.
Well, okay, fine.
What? We're Porman Rosa.
No, make it Rydia as the other mage. Therefore, you just have her as an anchor.
Rydia and Rosa? Sure.
No, Rydia and Fu. Rydia would be your anchor. You have Fu. There's your two mages. You get Kane, Yang, and Sid.
And Eddie rides the bench.
Yep. Unless we find the spoon, then it's kind of debatable whether or not we want it, as we like to dub the other betrayer, petting the average, you know, Kane. Because even here in the Red Moon, we do have this moon flag on, I believe, still.
Last I checked, it's on.
Yeah. So this is the waning bracket. Unfortunately, loser goes home out of this match. So it is going to be a race to the finish. That's what we'd say.
And then shortly afterwards, or beforehand, the winner goes home as well. We don't make people stay here.
No. Well, I mean, they have to stay here until they get to the next match, and then you know, you got to get through your matches somehow, right?
Sure.
All right. We are off here to see who our partner character is. Who would you hope for?
Well, that's our anchor solved.
Yep, definitely. Ooh, and a drain spear off the bat? Oh, too bad it wasn't an edge start. But we've got a food start with the Rydia. Where exactly you heading first there, Dave?
I think the standard opening for Fu and I can't agree with just start bonking some bosses. In this case, literally bonking them with Fu's staff.
Yeah, unlike in Blue Moon, where you have random tier 1 through 3 equipment and nothing wearing, you start off with Fu's vanilla equipment, and Lunar Staff is not a bad staff to start bonking with early on. Because he's not vanilla, so you have to get all of his spells. Definitely some divergence here. LUF going straight for some characters. Meanwhile, Rex doing what you and I would both do of going straight to Mist. Get some spells on this Fu.
Well, that's one melee and another mage. Well, sort of melee.
All right, please tell me you buried, and I mean buried, that darkness crystal. Because I see this particular party already off the bat, it's like, okay, I'm hoping for early week, early darkness. And something that you may not think, because again, we're kind of hinting here towards the D machine. You don't let Rydia gain any levels. Leave her base. Use her as the anchor, and you can stick Fu in like slot 2, and your turn order is always going to be the same. And with his base stats, he only needs a change rod to get guaranteed hits.
That's a 600 HP fire too.
Well, hey, there's our early damage. And
speaking of D machine enablers, there's the other one.
Yeah. we've got a Gungnir there in Rexbanner side. For a cane if we find them, but I mean, we've got exit.
So you bringing up the machines and keeping your mages down for a potential slingshot, that's why I like what Rexbanner is doing. It's much easier to not let your mages gain levels if you simply don't take them.
Right. And so it's one of those things, like sometimes you hate to see the fact of not finding the darkness after you've done that. You're like, how am I going to get through this? But we've got Fu, like it's not a problem. You know, we have a forced hook route. And by the time we go down that hook route, if we clear all the boss bots, we're sitting at almost 1600, 1700 HP. That's if we do Zot 1 as well, which the coin term is checking Zot 1 before going underground is the Rexbanner. Will he do that tonight?
It's his signature move. I would expect to see it happen. Oh, that could be nasty.
Yeah, Val here is kind of nasty. We are a bit fast, so we can at least get the Fire 2 off before she goes into her spin. I'd have to look at the chart. I'd never really see her that much here to know whether or not she is.
She is meleeable. That Fu's doing full damage.
Well, you can do magic. You just have to have at least Quaker higher. Virus would do minimalistic because she's got 170 here. And there's the first objective done.
That was quick.
Tail.
And it's Cure 3 on the Fu, so getting some good spells early.
We got Warp too as well. Unfortunately, Warp which is not on, so the Warp is kind of just 2 bosses and 1 key item.
No, but it does let it keep dungeons quicker, which is nice.
Right, and a lot of the dungeons we want to be able to go quickly from, we can't always exit from. Like Luca. Or Zot. Alright, so I'm almost forgetting to check that Hobbs there, which Luke did check. We saw it was just a Leviathan there. Didn't take the fight. Probably feel comfortable with not having much spells.
That could be it. You say Leviathan, I say 3 more spells.
Right, exactly. But when you first start off, the Leviathan chunks down your health by 1/4. And then the spells here is actually quite a little bit dangerous. You wouldn't think this, but that has some decent magic attack. And with being ice too, that food may actually take around 200 to 300. Or he just completely dodges the wave entirely. Wow, okay.
We ain't got time for getting waved.
Talk about dodging. I guess all that magic set decided to give him a massive magic evasion for here. Oh,
hey, you know what spell was really useful for that last boss fight?
Yeah, that lit too. Isn't that always how it goes? You get the spell you want exactly after you wanted it?
Or, you know, say a Wyvern giving you a Dragoon Lance, or a...
Yeah, Dragoon Lance, or like a Stardust Rod after doing the Gauntlet. It was just like, that would have been great beforehand.
To answer a question in chat about why we're keeping Rydia down, 2 reasons. One, it's for agility purposes. We want to keep her agility as low as possible. And 2, there's something called a slingshot that we may be doing later on.
And so any character that is 5 under the mean of the group, once you have all 5 characters, they get double the amount of experience. And Rydia has a really one of the highest experience curves out there. Getting her to nuke is no easy feat. So being able to double her experience from a fight in slingshot case helps out a bunch. And well, there's a Palom.
And this seed's screaming at us to do something.
Well,
that's all 4 mages.
Well, here's the other thing. We've already got Val out of the way.
You're thinking just bring them all?
Bring all the mages. Like, in reality, the only other fights that would really may bring you an issue would be, like, CPU or Ogopogo would be the only two that I would think of that would really bring some issues. Rex checking for Bull and finding yet another required boss here, Kenazo.
Those spells went by too quick. I didn't see what they were. Did you?
No, I did not. The menuing speed of these runners is so good. And there's Baron. There's even more bosses. We'll have Weekend Nuke before we go down this hook route. Gotta be careful of Baigan with that wall up. Hallam takes a reflected flare. Not what you. Yeah, he's back up. He's like, hey, I'm still feeling good. I've got this. Don't worry. What I feel Luke's hoping for is getting the Comet cast, because that will pierce the.
Right, Comet is a 1 in. There it is. It's a 1 in 4, I believe.
Yeah. Then you can get unlucky and do the 1 in 256 and get a complete whiff. They can fail their twin, even if you have MP for it. There's Stone, I think, like 3 now on 2.
Not on Luke's side. That might have been the Lit 2 pickup.
Yeah, it must have been the Lit 2 because that's only 700 HP Foo.
Rex's Foo is 2 bosses ahead, and we haven't seen Lit 3 there yet. And oh, just French vanilla. I saw the purple robe and got happy.
Well, you wanted some vanilla? I mean, I'm fine with French vanilla.
They're both delicious.
Yeah, I've always been a better fan of like the French vanilla scent candles. Ooh, so good. And how I'm going to be here using the rod as an item to take out Rydia here. Wants to make sure it will do anywhere. It can do up to 31 damage to knock her out here at base HP. Here's something. I wonder how Rex is if Rex is gonna take out Hallam here or not, or just take the 50-50 on the arm taking out Hallam.
Might let Hallam get some XP and just sling Rydia later.
Yeah, there's that option too. I mean, if you have Virus on Hallam, he can help out get underground if you don't have that Darkness Crystal.
Which, incidentally, we are running out of places to look for it.
Well, I mean, we've got the Baron in. We still have to get a hook to check that Rat Tail. We know we have to go down the hook route, so we're gonna get that.
Oh right, we have the Rat Tail already.
Right, we've got Baron proper and Baron basement. If we want to get really sneaky with it. Like, you know, we have plenty of spots here. And there could be that sneaky deepness that, is out 1, maybe. That has, like, the hook that leads to the Rat Tail leads to Earth Crystal. Earth Crystal leads to Darkness, and it's like, okay, there you go.
And we see Vigan helping Rexbanner keep the kid down.
1 to 50-50.
That's weak at 1,000.
That's 1,000 level weak.
Now you're missing the other half of the puzzle.
Yeah. There's a comment in the chat like, we throw Mylon down the bridge, and he learns how to fly because when Mylon Z, he learns how to fly.
Oh, that's how he comes back.
Definitely makes sense.
Okay, this is canon.
It's always fun when you can find little things like that to make certain things work a little bit better.
The Z stands for Zoom.
I thought it stood for Zephyr. Unfortunately, I mean, the level 2 spells is nice. It's helping out here with Fu. And ooh, do we have leg or half leg?
I don't think we get any leg here.
No. No leg.
We get extra crispy Milo and Z instead.
Yeah.
I honestly was expecting more than 800 damage from that.
You hope for extra damage, but he probably did dodge a few.
So going with what Chad is saying, we knocked down Mylon here, came back up and brought some friends.
Oh, hey, you know, that's true. He's like, hey, I got my buddies with me. How do you like me now? Oh, I guess we still couldn't take you.
Oh, I see, you have fire magic.
My one weakness. And we get the package from Ordeals. We're getting a lot of these package. How do you feel on the package?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, okay, so in the case if we have a Fu,
True.
do you check the package to see if it's a boss there, and as well get 3 more spells on Fu?
With Fu, I'd like the package check more because, like you said, 3 more spells.
And to me, I'm the same way. I was like, package, Fu, 3 more spells. I haven't got any of the, you know, the spells I'd love to see. Nuke, White, Exit, things like that. I would love to have before going on that hook route. And if I could do something like a package and spend 2 minutes doing that and get Nuke from it, makes that hook route a whole lot easier.
We do also have the Baron key still. That's 2 more bosses we can take.
Right. Then technically a 3rd one, if we feel spicy enough to check the Baron Basin.
Right, if we found Nuke already, with Riddy as an anchor, take a shot at it, maybe take a swing at it. What's the worst that can happen? I believe Alt Gauntlet.
Baron itself, we've got 6 at the end, 6 at... There's 12 spells. So, I mean, that's another 400 HP.
Plus, I believe Waterfall is still out there.
Yeah, Rex hasn't checked Waterfall, as he has not gone yet to raise a hovercraft. Baron Key was from Fabul, and it was Kenazo sitting there.
Which was one of our objective bosses tonight.
Mm-hmm. And we know the things we can sell, like the claws, maybe. I think I was selling the Gungnir. Oh, buying a curse string.
Well, now we don't care about anchoring.
No, nope, we don't. Let's face it, let's pull the Dia and have an all-mage party. Val's already out of the way.
Now Rexbanner getting the band together.
Yeah. Kind of curious what he's thinking here. This is a very, very fast spot. Using Ria as an anchor.
I think thinking I have a 200 HP Fu, bring it whatever's here.
Yeah. That's Dr. Dialogue. That fight's gonna take a while.
And maybe deciding the fight's not worth it.
I mean, you have a lot of boss spots in front of you at this point.
And that's a good 2-minute boss fight, because
if not longer.
Dr. League is very chatty.
Yeah. I'd almost say don't bother with it and go somewhere else. So So now, I mean, we know all of our party members here. Our only melee is the bard.
Okay, you've never been in a party with a melee bard?
I mean, yeah, I've had a spoon word before. He's a glass cannon. In all the senses, like, he can do amazing damage. However, he falls over like a flying leaf when hit by someone. But there's another boss, Odin, and there's our hook. Getting ever so closer. We're now at what, 4?
That'll be 4 once LUF does the antlion cave.
Yeah, after that rat tail may turn into 6. In LUF's case, I mean, I think we're going right back in. Yep. Going right back in to do Baron. We're right here.
It's the best time to do it.
Ooh, hey, cabins for sale.
Wait. Camping gear is allowed?
I know, right? It's like anytime you find camping gear in these Red Moon seeds, you see it, you're like, oh, I actually found camping gear. You find them for sale. It's like even better. Wait, there's a Soma drop.
That's another. That's what, 8 weak casts that Fu can put out now?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I put it on Fu. That gives an extra nuke cast at the end game. Having him at full 200 MP is really good. Luckily, at the first spot, not a whole lot of experience, especially now that it was split with Calbrena. So, really gaining 5 levels.
And we found nuke.
Not the worst thing.
That might take the package off the table for our runners.
Yeah, I think it does at this point.
I got
nuke.
Yeah, you get Fu's big spells. You stop caring about checking bosses just to check them, or clearing them just to clear them.
Mm-hmm. Quake and Meteo. So our Fu is almost fully powered, but I think Rex is going to follow in LUF's path here and do Baron right after. You're here.
I also didn't
another 2 unknown bosses to you, and more key items.
I also didn't catch that Fu got white at 1200 or 1100, somewhere in there.
I mean, white's good and all, but it's a long cast time. That's where it hurts. Nuke is just instant.
If we wanted proof that Rexbanner is setting up for a slingshot on Iridia later, that was a Tiara purchase.
Yeah, Tiara giving that extra 10 wisdom for Iridia. Nice. But what's gonna be here at Baron proper? Is it gonna be a sneaky wyvern that's just gonna blarg us in the face? Or is it gonna be that wonderful?
Ha ha ha! Oh, not ha ha ha!
No, just some guards. The guards decided to usurp the throne for themselves. That's what they were originally planning in Baron and Vanilla.
Oh!
Planning on taking over Baron from Kenazo.
And they were trying to recruit Yang to help them. Makes perfect sense.
Yep. Exactly.
We need some magic to help us out. You're a punch mage.
Right? We need more troops to be able to storm Kenazo. Hey, you've got a lot of HP. You've got claws that can help against them. We want you.
Hey, we've only got 200 HP. We just fall down when it waves at us.
And LUF getting the other spells that Rex had just gotten. And I have a question. Do we check Baron Basement?
Oh. I'm anchored. I have nuke. I'd be very tempted. What are you thinking?
Oh yeah. I'm checking it. Whether or not I actually fully complete it is debatable. But I'm definitely checking it.
And 4 shots of nuke with 50 wisdom. pretty much guaranteed they'll take out whatever's down there unless it's exactly Alt Gauntlet.
Yeah. And like at this point, it's like I've got a curse ring. I can set up my party to where I can get a blank cast off on Fu in case it is something that hits physically and be able to survive some hits. Rex swapping it down to BS3 just in case it's that sneaky wyvern.
And LUF is showing us what's down there.
I mean, be sure as we're waiting for to see this next boss, go and follow our runners, LUF and Rexbanner. They are putting on a show for you. We'll see how close this ends up being. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty close. That's pain.
Interesting that you'd reset out of that.
Well, that is quite painful down there, actually. Even for this party. Even with food, the 1800 health, you'd still have to get off another Cure 4. Because I think it's a 700, 800 damage.
I didn't think it was that high down there.
I can never remember.
Oh, it made me get the pain chart.
Yes, we have a chart for all. We have so many charts, it's almost like we need a chart for charts. We have our Val chart, we have DKC pain chart. Welcome everybody from Free Enterprise. No spoilers on the race that you just viewed. We do have a stack of newspapers ready and waiting. However, to catch you up on this particular run, Kinazo was at Fabul with the Baron Key. We had Val at Antlion. Odin was at Baron Inn. With as you can see, it's a Fuso as our starting character with Iridia. We have no melee characters besides an Edward. On that, it's every other single mage except for Rosa. That's pretty much all it is so far.
Incidentally, looking at the chart real quick, yeah, that's about a 5 or 6 on the pain chart. And by that I mean it does like 530 to 620.
Yeah, so yeah, and on Rex's side, if he's anchored correctly, looks like he's setting up for anchoring with Fu or anchoring with Iridia here. Can complete this fight. Just have to get at least one Cure 4 off, and you're through the fight.
Realistically, any heal at all on Fu gets you through.
You do Cure 4 because it's an instant cast.
True.
Versus Cure 3 or Cure 2 where there's the cast time. It looks like he's taking it. He is on BS3, so does have a little bit of extra time here.
Yep, and I see Cure 4 down there.
Oh, he's doing Cure 3.
Which fires in time and Rex is through.
LUF looks like healed up. May have rearranged party, and is as well taking on this fight.
And we find out that justice is not the only right in this world. So, for other things, there's Bacchus wine.
I don't think we're going to be drinking any Bacchus wine in this particular seat now with this party. Hey, there's our exit. Hey! Well, look, we talked about it earlier, and there's the Bacchus wine.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, the spells we got on Fu, you definitely, I mean, exit's nice, but we're going down this hook route, don't really need it. We've got all the spells we really, really need. On LUF's side, however, he may end up taking it. There's our vanilla.
Yep.
We have vanilla adamant. Cool. So, hook route bosses. Well, we know it's not going to be Wyvern or Golbez down there because they can't be there.
Right, because those two bosses cannot gate your logical underground access, and force hook means hook is always the underground.
Yep. means that the magma key, you have to get some way, shape, or form through the underground, whether it be like Sheila 1, Sheila 2, Baymarch Freebie. You know, if we go really far into it, if you get the Twin Harp from an underground check, then you can actually get the magma key.
Or magma key could be, well, we don't know magma key could be on the moon yet.
Right. But then the darkness would have to be beyond the hook.
Right, because the darkness could theoretically be behind a Zot 1D mist.
Right. Yeah, pretty close race it looks like. LUF might actually be going for the infamous Rivers play of doing a single dip Fabool. You know, half the runners like to only go to Fabool once, the other half, you know, like to take it right away early on. Boots, an extra 3 spells, extra health. It's held darkness before.
I think LUF did Fabool. That's where the Kinatsu boss lit up.
Oh yeah, that's
LUF faded the Antlion Cave.
Oh, Antlion.
Which
okay.
We know there's not too much value there unless you count 2 key items as value.
Well, with Rex getting levels on Viridia, we're at this point trying to get 10 key items to speed up the grind with her.
As our research from Zero is pointing out, Antlion also had a required boss, so okay, yeah, there is value down there, I guess.
Yeah, well, so the thing is that Antlion may not actually be fully required because it only gave the rat tail and turned into an admin. And we are allowed to fade at least one boss in this flag set. It's only 7 of 8 are required. It's just a matter of where all the bosses are located. That 8th boss could be behind Giant. At the CPU spot.
Looks like on the hook route we got some microwave calamari coming up.
Yeah. Oh, don't microwave. No.
There's an Octoman there. We have Duke. What do you think's going to happen?
Lit 3. Try it.
That makes sense, but that's not allowed around here.
Don't microwave calamari. No.
Also, causing my co-commentator pain is worth it anyway.
If it's not fried right, it could be really rubbery. You microwave it. Most seafood, just don't microwave seafood.
No, I work in an office. Can confirm. Microwaving seafood is bad.
Alright, well, we get to see here what's at the King-Queen spot on LUF's side.
Probably required, since we know which one this can't be.
Yeah, well, it could have been Plague. It's just, the D-Litters.
Alright, have we seen Pale Dim yet? I don't think so.
No, we have not. We have not seen Pale Dim. We haven't even seen Plague either. In fact, we haven't seen any moon bosses yet. Until just now. The hook route has their required boss. I mean, it's required anyways. And you know, talking with some of the flag designers about that, this is one reason why they wanted to have a forced hook route, is to where if hook route had a boss sitting here, it's not, oh, I decided I found a hook, I'm gonna check the boss there. Everybody's gonna be going on the hook route.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be going certain ways because that's how it's geared towards.
Right. It basically removes one potential hiding place from a boss.
Right. Yeah, ooh, you got a Cure 4 coming out from Tella that's cursed up to 319. Go!
Tella's like, I got this! No, I don't.
Coming out and taking out.
Gamer. Quake, maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure if it would have.
No, it wouldn't have. If it high rolled, like if you had a Stardust Rod and a Rune Ring, maybe, but highly unlikely.
That Tella's got 13 rolls, and Quake is 200 power, so it's about a 50-50 if it does, right around there.
Right. Yeah, I would say more of like a Fire 3 would do it.
Yeah, the Spread Fire 3 almost certainly would.
And we're nuking our food. We're nuking our Octomom here. And getting some blinks out.
And Palm's down there going, I am helping!
I mean, you bluff him a few times, you can do quite a bit of damage with Lit 2. We're on this side quaking.
You are correct, Lit 3 would do more damage.
Yeah, Lit 3 would probably do around 7, 8. Okay, at least. Because you're hitting the elemental weakness. You'd have a little bit longer of a cast time. But it doesn't cost as much MP as Nuke either.
Alright, and that might be part of what our runners are thinking is Nuke is instant.
And we do have to go fast here, and on Rex's side, we're out of our MPs. Not through the fight just yet. Using our elixir here. Flew through Octomom.
Yep. Gonna hit Pitfall right around the 34-minute mark.
Which, I mean, doing all the stuff we did in the overworld, like, that's relatively good time. I mean, in a normal sense of getting down a hook route, sub 335. The average being around 35 to 40. There's our Mylon Z at top of tower.
I don't think we're seeing our runners go to the top of tower anytime soon.
No. There's no point. I mean, if we had tower key, there would be some thought behind it.
While it's a very easy fight for this party, not really worth it.
No, and since it's not a required boss, you know, it could have a key item that we might need, but being able to sneak the boss before we actually go all the way up, gotta remember to do that. I've forgotten to take those 2 extra steps. Now we get to see where our runners decide to go from here. Do we go down to the Fey March? Do we do Dwarf? We haven't seen any bosses in Dwarf or Fey March.
We haven't gone up Zot, so we don't know what bosses are waiting us for Dwarf 2.
Luke going directly to Dwarf Castle. Rex going to
Shopping.
Maybe shopping. I wonder if maybe shopping for
Sirens?
Sirens? Sirens wouldn't be bad. You know, things like Sork Ropes, Charm Rods wouldn't be too bad for this party. Rydia's great and all, but she needs some help with gear for some stats. Because she actually gets Will as a stat on her level ups, which doesn't help with Black Magic. Look, Rex, the shopkeeper is trying to tell you, I don't have anything for you.
Oh, is Rex giving us a Job Dwarf check?
Job Dwarf! Tool and Die Maker.
Rexbanner being the man of the people, giving us that check.
Yep. Always gotta check Job Dwarf. It's always something new. So, and looks like Rex is going down into the Fey March. And check that Fey March freebie. Maybe some shopping and see 2 bosses here.
Yeah, this I think is Siren hunting. I'm not sure what other items this party's looking for.
Yeah, there's really no actual items. Not even Ether 2s.
But our runners found Ether 2s. They were in Fabul.
Yeah, but why? My question is, why do Sirens? I
when
mean,
you gain levels, so you don't.
there is that, but
You broke your slingshot.
But also, let's look at it this way. On Rex's side, we've got 4 bosses down. Only need another 3. Moon may not even have a single boss on.
I don't think we. What do you think? Are we forging?
You know, with this party, I honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, I can definitely see it for a forge. You know, get like a Mist Whip or Perseus Bow, Triton Dagger, Sephram Staff, Azure Rod. There's a lot of mage gear out there.
Yeah, pretty much all of mage stat sticks are at least useful for this party.
Right, because we have Porum, Palom, Fu, Rozark. Any of the mage weaponry is going to be useful. Well, it gives 15 wills, Xenocat. And Rozark can wield it, you stick our arrows, it's the same as a life staff.
Exactly.
For the extra stats, it's all you do like the Azure Rod or Sephram or Nirvana.
Yeah, Perseus Bow is just a really, really fancy life staff when it comes to being a stat stick.
Right. And, you know, technically speaking, you know, you can use it to shoot arrows with like Artemis arrows that we have in our inventory. But I mean, we're looking more for the stats. There's our demist.
To answer a question about what are coffins, coffins cast the fatal spell on one enemy with perfect accuracy.
So, for those of you that may not know, there in the US release, there were a lot of items that were dummied out. In this version, and this randomizer, we have J items, and same with J spells and J abilities, which were all in the original release. Like I said, a lot of stuff was dummied out. So, for those of you that have only played the US release, you would never know what a siren is. Coffin, Bacchus wine. There's some other things here that are...
Star Veils, that's probably another big one.
Star Veils, yep. Silk Webs. All those were dummied out in the US release. We'd like to bring them back here.
Right, and all of these items, which we have grouped under the category of J items, usually replicate some sort of utility spell.
Sirens you utilize give you the rarest encounter in that particular area. Coffin casts a fatal spell. Vampire does drain. We have specific different items to get rid of, like curse or poison or darkness. Because we got silence. We got echo notes. We got mouths. We got diet food. We got just a ton of items.
I don't think we really missed anything with those we removed from the US version. Just lumped them all under a heal and call it done.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with 48 inventory spots, having individual heal items is kind of annoying.
But LUF gets the pan, turns in the pan, and going back over to Fabul.
LUF may be looking for that darkness, and that's 2 key item checks here.
3 for him, because he hasn't even done football. Oh, he did do full defense. Never mind, I keep forgetting. Write that down. Add it to my little post note here for commentary. Ooh, Earth Crystal. Are we going to be checking the... and there's darkness.
See,
2, 4, 6. 6 key items. On Rex's side, 2, 4, 6, 7.
Rex will get the pan. Rex will be at 10, I think, after that.
Be at 9. One short.
That'll be 10. Rex is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Pan is 7. Luca from the Pan Bonk, Darkness and Earth from Sheila is 10.
Okay, yeah. Yep. 10 key items. I think at that point, the bosses we've seen here on Earth, at least, comes the question. I think on Rex's side, we probably do the infamous D-Machine grind, get our levels. let's say there's an option to spy the element spot, then we're going to the moon. To that point, we've almost got every single boss spot location available to us except for Twin Harp and Tower Key. Now, if we play the odds here, 2 bosses are almost going to be on the moon. It's just statistically speaking, as some people have been saying. So that leaves us one more to find.
And I still see an alt gauntlet unaccounted for.
Yeah. Rex is waiting for that Trilly dwarf there that just likes to block your path. And some hourglasses here. Oh, picking up 5 hourglasses. That is a preparation buy.
That to me says I'm getting ready for a lunar alt gauntlet and I want to shut them all down.
That is something that when you know that there's an alt gauntlet out there, that is something that you want to prepare for.
Yeah, it turns out the high-level random encounters are a lot easier to deal with when they simply can't take actions.
Yeah, so that's one of those other jabs. What an Hourglass 2 casts the spell Stop on the entire enemy side of the field. And there's 3 different ones. There's Hourglass 1, 2, and 3. Basically how long the spell is going to last.
Right, we only use Hourglass 2 here for mostly simplicity's sake.
You can technically get an Hourglass 1 from an Imp drop out in front of Baron, or an Hourglass 3 drop from these, I believe you can get them from the Team Machines here.
I think that's correct.
I think it's Cabins, Lit Bolts, and Hourglass 3s.
That sounds right to me. I think there might be Zeus Rage in there or something.
Oh yeah, might be Zeus Rages instead of Lit Bolts. Alright, let's see what's here at the element spot. Ooh, it's another Lunar Sparkle.
That's a sparkle.
Free or not free? Well, that's free.
It's
I would consider that one free.
It's of the type that goes do 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 if you hit it with attacks, but we're not going to be doing that here.
Well, okay, so like, not free would be like Ogopogo. Just because you'd have to utilize reflective spells on him, but like Pale Down, Wyvern, and Plague.
That's a
not our current levels, okay. Rex having some issues here with the item selection boss here. Finally get a shield at that pan.
So the spot loop hit on the chart is 2 and 4+.
So, one more encounter, or the 4th plus.
So either this encounter coming up, or 2 more encounters after that in the next room.
Yep. So this one should be it. Using the vanilla speedrun guide. We have many different guides out there for the Deep Machine. But this is the one that's been around the longest. On loops, ooh, just the horseman. Yeah, so on loop side, we're probably going to be doing a 6x6, I believe. And what we mean by 6x6 is we're going to be weakening 6 D machines and then bonking them, and then casting a life spell on them, either the life potion or the actual spell. And we're gonna knock out 6 and life 6. What do I talk about by casting a life spell on the enemy there, Dave? Do you really want to bring back the enemy?
In this case, yes, we do. Because the life spell in Final Fantasy IV revives anything it hits with 5 times their vitality and HP. Monsters in this game all have 0 vitality. So when you bring a monster back, it comes back with 0 HP and immediately falls again. Getting you XP, gold, and item drops as though you killed it a second time.
Well, I mean, this is a perfectly coded game. Rex here finds sirens. And looks to be buying some? How many are we buying? Not 20.
I'm thinking 14.
Close.
Because that's exactly how much money Rex had.
Yeah.
And you throw in the 2 that our runner started with, that's 16. That's enough to get Rydia all the way to Nuke.
Yeah, just on eggs. Eggs. You really want to do eggs. We've got hourglasses for gold dragons. We've got the setup for warlocks. We've got many different items.
Yeah, I was thinking throw the 5 hourglasses at gold dragon. And see, that's 900,000 XP if you get a life glitch on one of them.
All mentioned in chat from Mike, we know at least the first spot is no value. We know that for a fact, as it's paled down. The second spot is that'll help out LUF, as he has not done Antline for that bow. So that could definitely turn the tables.
Alright, and we see what's going on. We see what's going on LUF's side. Once you get it set up, you hit the searcher. It summons a D machine. Your weak caster then casts weak on the searcher, which reduces it to 1 to 9 HP. From there, you just do 9 damage, finish it off, and throw your life potion. Rinse and repeat until you have all the XP you ever need.
There's different ways that you can, you can take out the D machine. Some of the very, very veteran players of this game will do something like an Ice 2, which you can have it to where you can actually pop off 2 life potions for 1. So then you're doing a 1x2 per fight. So you can shrink down the grind significantly if you're able to do that double or triple life glitch. However, that does take a lot of game knowledge to be able to do that. And who wants to try and spend much time to do that?
We see Rexbanner decided to just use those hourglasses and pick a fight with some King Ryus.
And doing a double life glitch here. You do an Ice 2 with Fu and a life potion and life 1. Okay, I just got done explaining something like that, and we see it being done by our runners.
Yes, both these runners are very, very good at this game. They know these tricks.
Yeah, and like I said, on Rex's side, that Rydia is going to take a while to get her up to Nuke. LUF, when LUF's done here, Rydia will have Nuke. Whether or not he does any more to get Porum to white or Rosa to white, hard to say.
We might be it might be doing enough to get Palom to Nuke. Because double Nuke casters will be fast. If game Palom Nuke should get Porum and Rosa to white.
Or close to thereof. We know that there's a high chance of having to do some moon bosses, and that could definitely round out the rest of the experience needed.
What's your thoughts on taking that kind of grind? Do you just decide to go all the way to ultimates right now?
You know, if I've got at least 2 nuke casters, I'm good with it. So I mean, getting Rydia and Palom to nuke, and Fu with the 3rd nuke. I'm probably gonna get white on Rosa or Palom or Rosa and Porum by the end of the moon. Like, that's just how I feel. I don't see the need to do 2 to 3 more, if not more, D-Machines just to get those extra spells that may not even get cast in fights.
With just a few gold dragons, Rex is already in the 40s with this party.
Yeah, catching up real quick there in levels. I mean, you've got 10 key items, and getting that double life click, which is no easy feat. Being able to get over 200,000 experience in one fight is huge.
Yeah, if you can pull the double life glitch off 4 times, that basically allows you to short 1 King Ryu fight. Even 3 times.
Yeah, getting it to where you can get more than just the double off. Trying to get 3 or even 4. I've seen a mystical 4 before. It's wow, but yeah. Yeah, you might mention. Yeah, you might mention you can do 3. Like you said, the 3x3. But I figure we're probably gonna do around a 6x6 to get Palom up. Or no, 6x6 on LUF's side because he doesn't have 10 key items.
Right, so maybe a 9 or 10 to get Palom's nuke. I'm not sure what the XP total is right now.
Neither am I. I haven't been keeping track. But I bet LUF is. Or is just kind of going about it going, this feels about right.
We'll just go till we get bored.
Now on Rex's side, Tella at this point is just an anchor. Someone to stick the curse ring on. On LUF's side, you can stick it on Fu and still have the same agility, but we'll have an extra nuke cast for maybe 3k.
And there we see again the double life glitch in action.
So 2 different grinds at the exact same time.
Like to see this kind of divergence.
Oh, definitely. And we've got Medio on one of our kids. On Palom, I believe. Not going to get Medio on
yeah,
Medio.
If Rydia gets the Medio, something's gone horribly wrong.
Or something's gone horribly right.
Like maybe, I don't know.
Alt Gauntlet at CPU after already doing a full grind.
Ogopogo Alt Gauntlet for that sweet 650,000.
Oh, yelp. Yep. Now, there we go. Oh, that would just be just mean. Stick the Alt Gauntlet at Masa Altar with the Tower Key. The Tower Key leading to the Twin Heart, and the Twin Heart having another boss.
Hey, we can dream.
I mean, I do not wish. Oh, wait. As commentators in chat, I think we are supposed to wish for pain on our runners, but I don't think anybody wishes for that much pain.
Speak for yourself. And there's Nuke on Palom, White on Porum, and Nuke on Rydia.
Yeah, so Rex is done with grinding. We're probably going to see an exit here. And a sleeping in the Lunar Whale to get all of our HP and MP done. And LUF has finished with his grind at the same time. How about that? 2 different grinds. Ooh, just short of on Palom there, or just on Palom. Only got up to weak.
Rydia getting 52 levels from this. She's ready to go.
Yeah, she's got nuke. I think that was only up to Cure 4 on Porum.
All right, so that might have been a 7x7.
Alright, so here comes the nuke. Yeah, did not get all of our endgame spells on our mages, just shy by a little bit.
The children 3 levels short. Rose, I'm fairly certain, has white, because she gets it super early. I think she only needs like 750,000 XP total. Oh, Xenocat pointing out 1 level short.
Yeah, like I didn't see any actual white learning there. I saw weak in like Cure 4, and that was about it. Like, we're just shy of it. So I wonder at this point if we have a decent bow for our Rosa. I don't know if LUF has the arty arrows. I know I've seen arrows in somebody's inventory.
I know I saw some arty arrows picked up. And did you see what's in cave value?
No, I just happened to miss it.
That's kind of gross. That's an evil wall sitting there.
Oh. Yeah. Pain. Pain. No. Rex, going back to Earth here, I wonder, this is just me thinking out loud here. I wonder if Rex does Zot 1 and 2, maybe checks Luca, tries to get as many boss spots complete as possible before making that moon dive.
That makes perfect sense. Without the pass, you want your seat to end on the moon. Right? You want to be picking up the crystal in the LST, ideally.
So only checking K value, which is a spot that you can check before even going through the Lunar Deus room. That is quite of an interesting of a play. I wouldn't even have thought of doing this. Props to Rex here. Because most of the time, you always think, oh, I'm on the moon. I'm just going to go straight down the LST. But Rex going, no, I don't want to go down there just yet. I'm going to go do other things before I make that dive.
I think it's thinking, I don't want to go down there twice. That's a long walk. We have a Tella, we have a Fu. Their legs are going to get tired of having to walk that twice.
And Luke working on 65,000 HP of this Palladium. No save from Rex going, I've got all the levels, I don't care. And we have a karate here.
Val's out of the pool. Wyvern here. Even Wyvern's not really a problem here.
Wyvern, however, Wyvern at the Val spot. That's where it gets.
Yeah, that's Wyvern. There is put up a wall or take quad 9s. Those are your 2 choices.
Because that spot has touch high magic. Even Golbez will hit hard there too.
Of course, good news is you only need 1 wall.
Yeah. Rex changing battle speed here. Doesn't want to get caught off guard.
Ooh. We get Piggy meta next.
Yeah, there's only. Oh no, it's because of the boss that's there. It's the second one.
Right.
Always forget
so the pigs in the next room will give you hints as to what the boss is going to be.
Mm-hmm. We have white-eared piggy?
White-eared piggy means red boss. It could be a Lunar Sparkle, so this could be Ogopogo or Wyvern. Or Mom Bomb.
I mean, Mom Bomb, Ogopogo, both bosses we need. Or it's a Ruby.
Ruby also counts as a red sprite.
Yeah.
So Luke getting through that Pale Dim.
I get to see what's here at the CPU spot. there's our Ogopogo.
This race just got interesting. Real interesting, real fast.
Yeah, very interesting, because I don't think Rex goes back to the Giant. The question is, will LUF remember to do Antlion or not? That's the big question.
Right, if LUF pokes his head in Antlion Cave, only gonna need one boss on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
2 bosses on the moon. Counting's hard.
I thought we don't count or do math on stream. I'm mistaken that. Ooh, just a masa from that tower, from that Zot. Not the item we were looking for. Rex going underground. Gonna be checking Luca, maybe?
Gotta be a Luca check. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because we haven't seen the Luca boss. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think if I'm in Rex's shoes, like I check Luca, and I might be in a bit of a panic going, I need to get to the moon. I need to start making this LC dive now.
Did we see Rexbanner check the package if he's gonna be this thorough before going to the moon?
Yeah, that's another.
What Rex might be thinking is, I only have 2 key items or 2 gated bosses I can't access.
Yeah, it's.
And LUF is, I believe, in the same shoes. Just Twin Harp and Luca, or Twin Harp and Tower Key, the only 2 gating key items left.
Yeah. And really, Rex is, primarily only done 1 Fame Arch check and the Antlion, which gave the Rat Tail ahead. So I mean, not too much diversion from these runners. LUF working on getting through this Ogopogo here. Kind of nasty on how you do direct cast spells and you get a blaze counter. So say goodbye to 25% of your HP.
The good key item to find down here in the sealed cave.
Yeah, good to find because it's not something you're not worried about. You're not worried that it's a tower key or a heart. There's the Mom Bomb. So.
Well, I was going to say, if that's a Tower Key or Twin Harp, you'd be obligated to walk it out even if this isn't an objective.
Right, so Bob being here is kind of huge. Yeah, now it's just a matter of Moon Dive. And where that alt gauntlet's going to be, and how slow a fight is it going to be. Like I said, I don't think Rex does the Giant.
No, Rex might look, see the sparkle, and say, ew, I don't want to deal with that.
Alright, we'll see the sparkle, we'll see tail dam, and then reset out.
It does mean we know LUF has to go back to the blue plane at some point.
Yeah. To answer the question, chat, Converca, the Valvalis was at an Antlion holding the Rat Tail. Rat Tail led to an adamant.
To answer another question, what's that imp enemy next to Golbez? That is the symbol we're using for the alt gauntlet.
Yep.
We're using that because we don't know what the boss actually is.
Yeah, so the thing with the alt gauntlet is, in the vanilla game, you have to deal with the certain encounters that happen at the football defense. However, we decided to change things a little bit. The alt gauntlet does exactly what it is. It's the alternative gauntlet. It pulls in 5 encounters from the area that the boss is at. So if you've been saying, Masa Altar, alt gauntlet, we get evil masks, behemoths, red dragons.
You get encounters from the lunar core, and There's a reason every fight down there gets the boss music when you run into it.
Yep, only need 7 out of 8, so these last 2 bosses are the only ones we don't know where they are. LUF going underground here. Can you check in this Luca key? Ooh, going to the Fate March first.
Teasing us a little bit.
Yeah. We know he hasn't been down here yet. Nope. So it's 2 bosses to see versus just 1. I can definitely see the play here.
And it'll probably be a quick reset. While Demus is very, very tempting, I think both the runners are going to resist the temptation.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things that are hard to sit there and not look at it because it's a summon spot, so it's a possible key item. It's also Demus too. Demus herself could hold a key item. We're not looking for so many key items. We've only got 2 out there that could really be needed for us. So it's one of those like, do I think I'm in a key item hunt or not? We still have 6 bosses on the moon on Rex's side, 7 on LUF's. The reason I said it is we know that Evil Wall is at cave value. We saw that from Rex's side.
Oh, LUF resetting out, that means he might... I think he's got enough Fade in Sealed Cave.
He is doing... playing the numbers here, doing all you can on the Earth before making that moon dive since we don't have a pass yet. So Rex, you're going to be a little happy, say, oh, hey, it's a sparkle! And then go, oh, it's pale, damn. And deciding to take it, as we know, this is the right play to do, because that'll give him an Ogopogo. And then here comes the question. Do we go top down, or... I mean, I think we have to go top down with it.
Yeah, if I don't have the pass, I'm a huge fan of top down every time. But again, that LC walk is long. We don't want to wear out our food before getting this Romus.
Like, if you go, like, do the Demarine and do Crystal Sword Altar first, I can see that. Mura, to me, Mura is so out of the way. You know? You really can't exit out, because otherwise you gotta go through the whole teleportation scene again.
It is.
Well, our runners are going over the same particular fights here that we've seen before. Go ahead and shout out our racers here once again, LUF and Rexbanner. Go follow both of them. And shout out our restreamer here, Xenocat. Does also many other things besides restream for the free enterprise community. Does some of the harp music, which Mary and I get to see that tonight. We have Beauty and Discovery doing our tracking. And then my co-commentator, Angie Dave. Go ahead and follow all these wonderful people.
And to make sure to give Tibble a follow as well.
No. I make poor life choices, okay? So no.
Your poor life choices are our entertainment.
Rex gonna finish off with this pale down here. Gonna save, see what's at the CPU spot, and get to see that wonderful Ogopogo.
Rex would be very happy with this news. LUF, less happy with this news.
Yeah, LUF is going, But, I mean, you're here. You might as well win it. Maybe you get a key item next year if you want. Rex, you're going to go for the other side of hopping to Starvale and going to be reflecting spells.
This strategy, very useful here. It allows you, since Ogopogo can't counter with Blaze, or won't counter reflective spells with Blaze.
Yeah, however, Ogopogo quite fast here, since partial party members were down here. And what we mean by doing reflex strats is, like we've mentioned before, this game is a very finely, well-coded game. But really, it has some issues. When you reflect a spell off a wall cast, it's not considered to be a direct attack. And all of the counters out there only activate when you do a direct attack. Including Blaze. Including Azura's counter of doing a punch. Only happen when you do a direct magic or physical attack. But if you reflect the magic, no counter.
Right. However, you do still need to worry because Ogopogo casts Punch here.
Yeah, and punches here hit a little hard here. LUF going and checking Luca here after doing that. One.
We know this is huge for LUF because can't fade with this in Antlion.
Yeah. Both these runners have been going back and forth over each other's footsteps and putting on an amazing show. So getting through this Ogo proving to be a little difficult.
Ogo being a bit of a jerk here, punching the walled character down.
Yeah, we do have some illusions or blinks on Rhea here, so he's going to be able to take some free hits and not take any damage. If not so much go there, I mean, I guess we still need to find one other boss.
Right, we cannot call go mode because we have 2 boss locations that our runners do not have access to. So if one's in Super Cannon Room, one's in Twin Harp, we're still digging for key items.
Yep. We need one more. If we find Golbez, we're then no mode / go mode, or the alt gun. One of those 2.
And during my practice this tournament, I've run into a few seeds like that where you were at 32 boss locations available to you.
Nope.
And the last 2 are both holding bosses.
So as you can see just below the timing on the screen for our runners, below that has how many bosses our runners have done out of how many they have to do. So on Luke's side we have 4 out of 7. So as he gets through the Mon Bomb, it'll turn to 5 out of 7. And in the middle we can see what bosses each runner has done. And the one number orange is going to be for Rexbanner. The light yellowish orange, I guess to say, would be for Luke, number 2.
Okay, so, I'm cheering for Golbez in Super Cannon Room and Alt Gauntlet at Twin Harp, and we find the Twin Harp first, just so we get extended music today.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, we want either. I think both of these fights interrupt harp music.
Gauntlet doesn't. You just get a 5-minute or so rendition of whatever lovely music our composers have cooked up for us.
Okay. Because yeah, it's Luge, it's Dolls, and
Golbez will
change music. Oh, yeah, and Dark Elf. Like, oh, there's some that just like, no, I'm sick. Why?
Why do you ruin our fun?
But we have Rex here going top down, checking the Murasame altar. Will it be what we need?
Nope.
Water Hag. Well, I mean, that's a super free fight, but no, we're not going to take it.
Yeah, it still requires you to punch it 3 times. Sit through Water Hag, encouraging Edward to... Or sit through Anna, encouraging Edward to be strong.
And fight.
And the Water Hag goes, "Arr!"
And it just takes forever to get rid of those text boxes. But now comes the question, do we go to Crystal Sword Altar first? I mean, I think there's an argument to check Crystal Sword Altar before doing the 3. It's one of those hard things to say. Do you check the 3 or do you check the 1?
There's really no wrong argument here.
No, there isn't. Like, you could say, okay, you got 3 bosses right next to each other. You can check them and it's nothing, and then you have to go back. You check Crystal Sword, there's nothing there. You just continue on down your path. Either way, like, it's...
Right. I think walking time-wise, it's slightly faster to go Crystal first.
Yeah,
but you have the argument for 3 bosses.
Yeah, but the zonks of those 3 bosses, you have to walk back up. And then you have to walk back down to go to the end boss. Rex going for the 3. Playing the odds. And LUF still fading that antlion. So we'll have to hope for both bosses up here. And unfortunately we'll have to deal with a possible Moon Gauntlet.
And what's behind door number 1? It's...
Antlion in his normal spot for habitation.
That's door 1, we have an antlion.
Door number 2.
We have Edge. We have your parents.
Okay, let's just say so that's 2 free bosses here on the moon. Is there still a 3rd one out there? At this point.
Dimps?
Dimps is relatively free. The Moss Altar does have quite high attack. If we can get an Ocelot Stone, it would be free. LUF here decided to take on the Water Hag. There's a nuke burn.
Behind door number 3, we have pain. Lots and lots of pain.
Okay. Here we go. The last boss spot we have access to besides that package. We still have the package.
So that Wyvern sitting at the boss altar, if we didn't cap damage, would do approximately 30,000 damage with Mega Nuke.
I want a boss to be in the package. Just an apple from that Water Hag. Yeah, I think in LUF's case where you're looking for, 2 bosses, but you're still looking for a possible 3rd out there, I think looking for the other key item might be... Well, there's the Dimps.
Oh, we have packaged Twin Harp, or we have 2 between packaged Twin Harp and sealed, and Super Cannon Room.
Yeah, so that's literally, yeah. Tower Key package or Harp.
And huge shout out to our restreamer Xenocat for this.
And it comes to be, so here's the question. You get Twin Harp or you get Tower Key, do you immediately go and check them? Well, there's the Twin Harp.
Now Rexbanner's in go mode, effectively.
Well, no, yeah, technically speaking, yeah.
Access to all but one boss. Yeah, access to all but one boss spot.
Yeah, we're in a technical go mode here. It's just a matter of what boss is actually here at Twin Harp. And then for Rex, he's gonna hope for the pass to be at this Twin Harp. That's always fun to find. Ooh, LUF going and checking the Crystal Sword.
I know it's boss. I know. Yeah, I'm on when you get from the Twin Harp.
Yeah, the pass.
And let's go for maximum comedy. Have it be the Tower Key.
Oh, I mean, in LUF's case, like, that would help out, because if that would be the Golbez or the Algot, whichever one's going to be there, that would help him out. And still be able to fade that antlion. Rex, he doesn't have to worry about parking at all. I'm not going to get that parking ticket today.
Unfortunately, no. The Torian Parking Authority is perfectly fine with this ship.
Yep. It's only when you have to leave your ship there and then go up to the top of the building to do some business, that's when you get the parking ticket. Because you've been parked there for too long. Because time really doesn't pass unless you do certain checks in this game.
Yeah, I've tried before. The EPOPs there, they just refuse to validate my parking. Like, I'm here on official business. Can't you at least? No.
Nope. Sorry. If I made an exception for you, then I had to make an exception for somebody else, and then what's the whole point?
And we do see Rexbanner making his way to the Twin Harp.
Yeah, so to mention in chat there, for getting the confused here, we have access to every single boss spot except for one, and that's only the tower key. However, we've seen every single boss spot besides Twin Harp, Package, and Tower Key. 2 bosses are still out there, and a third one could be a Zone. So with that, we have access to at least 2 spots. The third one could be whatever.
I believe it's time for us to be quiet for a little bit and let DJ Spoonie B play us some of his tunes.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got some Chrono Cross there, and not a boss we wanted to see. Now we know it's either Package or Tower Key.
Package is the answer.
Remember what I said about checking that package way back at the beginning, almost an hour and a half ago?
What's a package?
Oh, we also have to say the line. Dave, say the line.
I didn't see anything. Fine. Okay, fine. Yay. We can get underground now.
Yep, when we find the magma key, it's one of those like, oh, yay. We can get underground now. Just like how it's when we get the sad ruby. Got this very, very sad ruby.
The saddest of rubies. It doesn't even give us a key item, or it doesn't give us a character. It does give us a nice pig.
Oh yeah. But will Rex do even more for the people? If you play with the Sino earned flag, which is what we're playing on with right now, to where you don't get characters from key item checks like the package or Zot, we get pigs instead. But there's something fun when you do the package. And I wonder if Rex is going to do that for us.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. If he doesn't, I'll say what it is afterwards, just because it's so much fun.
Rex may or may not, might not, just because I've last location, panic, go, go, go.
We'll see. I mean, he definitely has the wheels right now with everything. It's just a matter. LUF going to check the package here. And there's our alt gauntlet. So Golbez is at the tower key.
And what I believe this tells us is the LST was completely haunted today.
Yeah. Nothing on the moon. We didn't even need to do anything on the moon. Nothing.
Well,
no. But
we at least had to go to Giant.
Yeah, go to Giant. But the moon itself was completely haunted. Like unless there's a key item on the moon, there's tower keys on the moon. The moon's completely haunted. No reason to do any of the moon. Yeah, we still have to take a hike.
Okay,
as it goes for bosses, like.
So we take a nice walk through Haunted Moon. Nice, relaxing.
Yeah, kind of spooky. No, we immediately reset out of the. Rex immediately reset out because at that point it was my go mode is at package, and we're still having the 2 Fame Arch bosses, all of the moon checks except for one, and demist for a possible pass. The odds are just too great. It's like 1 in 9, 1 in 10 for a pass.
Right, because there's a lot of moon spots that haven't been cleared. You've got the Fame Arch, you have Top the Tower that hasn't been done.
Yeah, there's a ton on Rex's side that hasn't done for key item checks. So we'll see, because you can at least do one because you're already in here for the piggy stuff. Nope, we're gonna immediately exit up. So if you do, earn, what you want to do is, as soon as you get done with the fight, go back over, you talk to the pig, you get sleepy pig noises. And then if you leave the inn, and as you go back in the inn, you see the piggy just walking around, and you talk to him again, you get happy pig noises. Christian chat, for Ultimate Derp, yes, you can actually 4-man Zemus.
And
mages.
Rexbanner will show us exactly how in about 4 minutes. 5 minutes, this is kind of a hike.
Yeah, it's not a 3-minute walk. We probably do a save, change battle speed, maybe rearrange some inventory, so about 3.5. Yeah, 5 minutes works. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to, even though we always say never take the final boss for granted, things can go sideways very, very quickly if things go exactly wrong. The win condition is to beat the final boss of the game, Zemus, or we think it's Zemus. More on that in a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be something. Yeah, something goes sideways wrong. I've already had what should be a standard reflect fight go wrong because I forgot to sling a spell directly at Zemus' face to start it off.
Like, it could be Zemus. It could not be. We don't know yet. And, Rex is making the long hike. Saved at the top of the moon. Betty's feeling pretty confident on not saving down at the bottom. I personally like to save when I'm down at the bottom and then do all my menuing down there.
Alright, so we're probably going to see Rex jog right past the save point room.
Will LUF actually take out Plague here and see what the key item is? If it's Tower Key, great for him. If it's Golbez, if it's Pass, also great for him. If he decides to check the Antlion.
Well, if I check Antlion, he'll be semi-happy.
Yeah. Yeah, Rex just flagging right past that save spot at the LSC there.
And yeah,
Now,
we're starting to see some Z flags showing up in chat.
Yeah, I've seen a few, not as many as I've seen in the past. Like, you know, I think we're all a little tired here. Like,
yeah, it's the end of the week of races.
You ready for a nap?
Always.
And I'm ready for a nap.
No.
Yeah,
We have one last thing we've got to randomize in this seed.
Yeah, so we may randomize just about everything: the pallets, the bosses, the shops, everything. But the final boss, we don't randomize him in a different location. Even though I still think it would be interesting to stick him like in a trap chest or at like Mist Cave. That'd be fun. No, we don't change him around. However, we do decide to change who he is. So, Dave, without further ado, what's the question we have to ask?
The question is, in the name of the Red Moon, whose butt are we punishing tonight? And enjoy the music, reprise.
I don't think we have flash effects on for Rex sites. We're going to be listening in for that snap, crackle, and boom.
Okay, I would say this Z sprite definitely is a hat. You could argue.
Yeah, that Maleficent. Okay, I'm here for it. Oh, there's the tower key. Well, that gives Luke to Gomez. Gets to fully pull off the fading of Antlion. Technically not haunted because the tower key came, or the Twin Heart came from the Crystal Sword Altar.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Almost got to completely haunted them. Almost. So close. Luke was trolling there for a bit. So let's talk about how Rex's fight is going on here. It seems to be throwing out a lot of nukes there against Maleficent.
So, earlier we mentioned that reflected spells don't trigger counters. This includes Zeromus' counters. Zeromus will counter a direct cast spell with nuke, or wait, depending on what spell you use. But also, Zeromus is a counter where if it takes any direct damage after having taken 45,000 total, the phase changes and Zeromus' health fully refills. By reflecting spells, you avoid that script from happening, and well, the fight ends a lot faster because they only do 61,000 damage total.
Yep. Because they wanted the end game boss to have more than 65,000 HP, so they put in a refill counter in there. Refill back up to full, and with that last white cast, Maleficent is down on Rex's side. Rex takes the win here with an official time of 135-35. We'll see if we get him in here for an interview. GG's to him.
And with that singing, we are joined by Rex. GG's, Rexbanner.
Oh, GG's. How are you folks doing this evening?
Doing pretty good. What a seed, right?
It was something. At Ogopogo at CPU was fun with a full mage party.
Yeah, we saw that, you know, you had the package early on, and you had the food. Was there any thought in your mind of doing that particular check as earlier?
I thought about it, but I already had Nuke on Fu at the time, so I'm like, I don't really need the extra spells. I have the spell I care about, so I'm just going to leave this for now and hope it doesn't bite me in the butt. And, well, it tried.
Yeah, it tried, because at that point when you were doing Twin Harp, you knew that there was either a boss going to be a package, Tower Key, or there at Twin Harp.
Yep.
How are you feeling at that point? Were you feeling ahead or behind, or?
Behind. The run down the Twin Harp, I felt a little bit behind. The first time going to the moon to do my grind, and a part of me wanted to dive the moon, but was still looking for 3 bosses. It's very rare I'd find them all on the moon, so a part of me felt bad for ditching the moon without checking, but so I had this little fear in my gut that maybe my bosses were up there. They were not, at least, but
Yeah, so we mentioned on that you started checking the rest of the blue planet before going back to the moon. It's like you didn't have the pass. It feels real bad when you have to go all the way back up, leave the moon and then find your bosses and then go back to the moon and walk all the way down again. So in the play of like clearing out the blue planet after checking cave value, to maybe just have to spike 1 or 2 bosses on the moon and just go straight to the Zeromus afterwards. We actually thought you were planning for that.
well, that was my plan. That was why I did the giant before going to the moon. It was hoping to catch what bosses I needed in one run. That's why I left. Like I said, the gut feeling was there. I didn't listen to it, luckily, and it was a good thing. But yeah, I don't like running down the LST twice. So when I ended up once I knew it was packaged, I felt really behind because I've been holding on to that for so long.
Do you have any questions for him, David?
I don't have any real questions about your run. You ran a very, very clean race throughout.
Thank you. Fugo's bonk bonk.
Yeah, actually, I just thought about something. So your choice to do the gold dragons, was there any thought of doing D-Money at all, or?
If sirens weren't available, I was going to do D-Money. But with sirens available, I was initially going to go back and do eggs, but because of a certain small child, I didn't get enough sirens, so I stopped for a second. Then I remembered I bought hourglasses, so I went and did gold dragons. But yeah, if sirens weren't available, I was heading straight to do D-Money. That's why I left the save right there on the blue planet, sitting on the giant, or sitting on the whale. So if sirens weren't in the shop, I was just going to go do a D-Money.
That makes perfect sense. That's what I was going to ask about. That's the other thing I thought about too. Was there any thought of just doing D-Money right away rather than checking?
There was, but I do think sirens are a little quicker. Not much, but I think they're a little bit quicker. And safer, normally.
All right. Well, do you have any other thoughts on the seed, Rex? I mean, you're going to be moving on to the next round.
It was a fun seed. I'm a little sad that with Xenocat rolling it, that music was not required, and I gave you nothing but a snippet of it.
Well, so here's the other thing. Do you want to know what the Twin Harp actually gave?
I was watching the spoiler and I saw it was the tower key.
Golbez was at the Super Cannon room.
Yeah. Guarding the spoon!
Yeah, so actually it looks like your match is coming up, you're going to be in the round 3 against Dragus. Have any thoughts on that?
Not really. I look forward to the match. I don't know much about Dragus, but nonetheless, all these races.
You still there, Rex?
Yep. Did my...
Okay. Yeah, you kind of cut out there a little bit.
Oh, sorry. No, I said I don't know much about Dragus, but I look forward to the races nonetheless. They're always fun, good time. I enjoy them.
All right. I don't have anything else. Dave, if you don't have anything else? Anything else you want to say?
I think we'll let you go, Rex. Go enjoy the rest of your night.
Alrighty, well, thank you, folks, once again. Thanks to NG Dave and Tybalt for the commentary. Thanks to Xenocat for the restream. Thanks to Beauty and Discovery for attempting to keep Possum away from the buttons. I swear it was him that ate them. And you folks have a good night.
That was Rexbanner. We'll see if we can get LUF in here for an interview. LUF did end up forfeiting, but no shame in that. And actually, speaking of which, hi LUF, how's it going?
Hello. Thanks for having me, Tybalt and NG Dave. Very appreciated. Well, it's going. Oops.
Yeah. Well, so let's start off. Like at the end there, you alluded that Antlion Cave. Yeah. Did you intentionally fade it, or did you completely not even think about it with it being the food start?
Okay, so basically, I'm kind of used to this whole routine to start with Antlion, so I never have to worry about it. And since I had Fu and I saw I had already fired 2 after doing that Azura fight, I was okay. I'm already ready to go to Ordeals. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back later simply, and I simply forgot. I did not check my tracker correctly, and that's something I keep doing in those tournaments. So that's on me, and that's a mistake I keep making. Yeah.
I mean, nonetheless, heck of a race. I mean, you went there, you did a D machine grind. Looks like you may have had some little bit of issues with it, but I mean, you got through it. And then you found Okopoka there on the giant. You're like, hey, cool, I found a boss here. What were you thinking, that maybe Rex wasn't going to check that spot, or?
I wasn't quite sure at that moment, especially since I mean, with the kind of setup that we had, it was very interesting and we've seen that a lot in this tournament, to keep Rydia in slingshot mode and get her to nuke through, a good grind. Obviously, the D-Machine grind was very on point. So I was kind of expecting for Rex to actually do the same. I do not know if that's what he did, but that's actually quite possible because it's kind of it's pretty much the default that you're going to have to do there.
Rex actually did a bit of a different grind. He actually went with gold dragons at K value. The same time that you were actually doing a D machine. His Rydia actually got some levels beforehand. So found sirens in the moon shop and went that path.
That's totally fair too. That said, it's actually not the best grind if you want to slingshot someone. I mean, I only had to do a very fixed amount of the machine to actually get Rydia to nuke, and I did a little more to, just get a little closer with Palam, making sure that he was gonna get nuke very soon too. Checking that Paldim was actually, it's not a fun spot to get Paldim, especially with a mage team. So I wasn't sure I was gonna do it, but at the same time, I was expecting Rex to have done the same. Just enough for everyone to have go through Pildim, and find the boss as I did. So I was pretty much thinking, okay, we must be very close. It's probably maybe 1 minute ahead of me. I will need to take some gambles soon. And looks like I actually had done a very big mistake.
Even though you were a little bit faster underground than he was, like maybe about a minute.
Okay, I'm quite surprised there because Rex is a very, very good player. I've been following him for a while, and I was kind of expecting to lose anyway today.
Yeah, so I mean, it's sad to say that you're out of the tournament. Do you have any final thoughts on the tournament? You know, anything you may plan to do? Are you going to join another one, or?
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna join the next tournament for sure again. Hopefully, I will be able to keep in shape this time. I actually finished the Diamond Cup with a tendinitis. Kind of a bummer because I ended up not playing between the two tournaments. Plus, I was quite rusty when I started practicing, and I was actually still playing on a one-handed controller, which is kind of cool because I discovered that it doesn't actually gives you much of an handicap. The only thing that you're not gonna be able to do easily is blinking. So it's actually very fun to know that there is options when, you know, when there is one hand that is not actually in good shape.
I don't have any other questions for Luke. Do you have any other questions for Luke there, Dave?
Similar question we asked Rexbanner. You have Fusoya, you get the package super early. Was there any thought of just taking it for the boss check and spells?
I was heavily thinking about it. I opted against because I was simply thinking, okay, the quicker I'm done finding the Darkness Crystal and getting a grind, the faster I'm gonna be able to do everything else. So that was really my goal. So when I saw package, I was like, this does not give me a quest item. I'm gonna wait later for that. But definitely the moment I saw the kind of situation I was in on the moon, I was okay, I will need to check that package very soon, maybe get one key item more, because I was feeling like, okay, well, everything is actually gated right now. So yeah, that was pretty much my thought on the package.
Definitely one heck of a run. You both put on an amazing race. GG's once again.
Thank you, and thanks everyone in the wrestling team and the organization of the tournament. Again, those are simply just incredibly fun to play. So thanks again for all the hard work.
Oh, we couldn't do it without you.
Thanks.
Have a good one, Luke.
You too. Ciao.
All right, Dave. Well, that was one heck of a race to watch. We're not done with Free Enterprise just yet. We're going to have final shout-outs here to Xenocat for restreaming, Unity Discovery doing our tracking, Dave being my commentator, and thanks to RPG Limit Break for allowing us to use their channel to allow us to actually provide these races on this Twitch channel. But,
All right, but we're not done yet.
Next?
We are headed over to the main Free Enterprise channel for Game 3 of Solaris vs. Deckard Smash, already in progress. I think.
Ooh, yeah.
That's gonna be a great race between the two of them.
Yeah, Solaris, veteran of the game, really good. Deckard, I believe, if I remember, Deckard, a winner of a tournament, if I remember correctly.
It was ZZ4, actually.
Yeah, so a reigning champion coming back in here for ZZ5. Will he continue to keep the title? Let's see if we can find out.
Yes. Well, let's enjoy the rest of the races today, and remember, no spoiling this race, or you will get the bonk.
Yes, like we said, we have newspapers. Gold stack of them, from ZZ4, ZZ3. We tend to recycle and reuse them.